Real estate, it's my passion. Exploring different neighborhoods, getting to the heart of why people call certain places home. I'm Jason Sheftell, real estate editor, New York Daily News. We're taking you to some of the most dynamic and diverse communities in the country. It's different and exciting every time out. Each neighborhood, a new journey. This is Best Places to Live.
On this episode, we'll visit New Jersey's luxury neighborhoods, visit beautiful mansions, local businesses, and historic sites that tell the tales of New Jersey's past.
I'm Jason Sheftell. This is Best Places to Live, New Jersey. This is the mansions episode. Let's go take a look at some really big houses.
First up, Alpine.
Hi, I'm Mike Kolsky with Coldwell Banker, and today we're in a beautiful home in Alpine, New Jersey.
This is one grand house. I mean, marble floors, gorgeous chandelier, what an entryway. $5.688 million. What makes this so appealing to a buyer?
A home like this is fabulous because, first of all, it's in Alpine, New Jersey, which is a very affluent community. I believe this year was ranked the second most expensive zip code in the country.
On Forbes' list, that's correct.
Correct. This home sits on over 2 acres and has many different amenities, starting with the gates when you come in, the electric gates, magnificent pool. The setting on the property is fabulous. It's a large home, almost 11,000 square feet.
11,000 square feet. One of my favorite moments in the house is the repeated archways that you get that go all the way to the back here that pass the dining room and the kitchen.
The house also features many fireplaces, 7 fireplaces.
7 fireplaces.
This is a gourmet kitchen, all top-of-the-line appliances. The buyers that are coming into Alpine are looking for certain things and expect certain things. For example, one of the other amenities in this house is a full restaurant system, an automated music system, cameras, and so on. That makes it most likely like a smart house. So
I can work this thing from my iPhone, my iPad, anywhere in the world. It's more than a man cave. This is old school America back here.
In this room here, you have your billiard table as well as a wet bar.
And a terrace.
Outfitted with magnificent windows overlooking the property.
So this is the master suite. Love what they've done here.
What's nice about the master suite, again, you have another fireplace, and actually this master suite has 2 fireplaces, one in the sitting area. And it's overlooking the property again.
Wow, look at this bathroom. This is a wow.
This is also radiant heated, and you also have a steam shower. Any home you see in Alpine that is, let's say, a little older, will eventually be
torn
knocked
down and built up.
Correct.
But they really understood how to build a home that could last for a long time.
Correct.
So the house is really built for entertaining, living, great for a family.
Correct.
An incredible amount of amenities for the owners.
Mike drove us around the area to visit more beautiful homes in Cresskill and Tammany Brook.
From the George Washington Bridge down to Alpine, you have a bunch of towns from Englewood Cliffs, Englewood, Tenafly, Demorest, Cresskill, and Alpine. So you have 6 towns in a small amount of area. So the social lives of the people that live here are condensed to many different towns, many different people, which makes it really nice.
This is the Beverly Hills of New York City. Why is this on the market for $18 million?
It's 4 acres.
All the other houses I've seen.
Well, actually, it's I think approximately 17,000 square feet.
Pretty big.
It's 4 acres. This is the most expensive house ever sold in Alpine, behind the trees here.
And that costs how much again?
$32 million. And it is approximately 60,000 square feet.
60,000 square feet.
He just built his own hockey rink.
He did?
Yes.
A full-size hockey rink?
Full size.
You see some magnificent homes, don't you?
You've seen them all.
We visited with Coldwell Banker to find out more about the real estate market in the state of New Jersey.
I'm Hal Maxwell, president of Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage in New Jersey and Rockland County, New York. We have buyers that are experiencing an opportunity of a lifetime with values where they are and interest rates being what they are. It's a great time for a first-time home buyer, and it's a great time for a trade-up buyer. We're lucky here in New Jersey. We get people, obviously, who live in New Jersey who want to trade up because they love this experience in New Jersey. We get people coming from Manhattan who have a family and all of a sudden say, you know what? I think I want to come to a different kind of environment to raise my kids. We have that opportunity, and we have people coming internationally from all around the world that come into this marketplace because of the economic opportunities that exist here. We are fortunate in New Jersey to have luxury market throughout the state. So it really depends on what a luxury buyer is looking for. If they're looking for the immediate convenience of getting into Manhattan, well, going into Bergen County and Cresskill and Alpine and Ridgewood, some of the towns up north, that gives them easy access into Manhattan. Perhaps they're looking for acreage, they're looking for a property where they can have horses, things like that. Then you come down into parts of Morris County, Bernardsville, Basking Ridge, Bedminster. Then if you're interested in the water, you come right over to Rumson and the markets that we have right there on the river, and that also has easy access to Manhattan, but you can have whatever you're looking for in New Jersey.
For those looking for neighborhoods and homes with a classic feel, we visited Berkeley Heights and architect Al Bohl about his unique New Jersey business.
I was fortunate shortly after I started my own practice to come across an individual who's interested in building a village in New Providence, New Jersey, and had that commission, which I designed 32 buildings to create a village that appeared to have been built in the 1800s. And was consequently changed to residential condominiums, and Murray Hill Square is a very vibrant community today. It was that opportunity of developing Murray Hill Square that really led me into the traditional architectural styles, so that we received calls from numerous people with older buildings or desiring to have a new structure built to look like it was an older one. We've been fortunate that in many of the communities that we work in, the historic societies have been the beneficiaries of glass negatives of photos that were taken in the late 1800s when photography was first started. And oftentimes, a traveling photographer went through the towns and would take pictures of the family in front of buildings. And consequently, we have pictures of the front of the building. So we're restoring the building. Oftentimes, that's the only facade that we really know the original appearance of, and then we interpret the other sides of the building to blend in with those historic details.
Hi, Tony Wegley, President and CEO, Union Center National Bank, headquartered in Union, New Jersey. As part of the diversity of our client base, we do from time to time have individuals that could come to the bank and ask for a mortgage as high as $10 million to build an estate. That's something that we can easily facilitate. It's something that's a strong suit of the bank in order to understand this, work out facilities for construction and then permanent when the residence is completed. The diversity of some of our clients, and again, it's part of the reflection of clientele within New Jersey. There's a lot of historic homes, farms that people would like to purchase and fix up. Again, we're able to look at the value of the properties, look at the people, look at the projects, sit down and work it out with them. We make it very easy for people and to be able to facilitate those types of loans, whether it's $1 million, $2 million, or $5 million. All of our clients get private banking here at Union Center, and again, that goes back to us being focused on our client, personalized service, knowing our clients. These are the types of things that underscore what a community bank is able to do and assist in their marketplace.
Designer Mark Fowler takes the classic feel to a new level. He took us to Saddle River and Franklin Lakes in Bergen County, New Jersey to show us some examples.
My name is Mark Fowler. I'm the owner of Martin & Fowler Studio. We're a decorative painting company. We design wallpaper and we paint murals in some of the most exclusive homes in Bergen County, New Jersey. We happen to be in Saddle River right now, and we're in the process of transforming this house for the owners into something very European as opposed to what they walked into when they bought the house. We use color and techniques and decorative paint and murals to transform, adding charm to this French country, I guess you would call it a farmhouse style chateau. What we've done with the walls is through Martin & Fowler Studio, we've produced a digital wallpaper. So this is a French country scene that actually is originally hand painted in my studio, and then we put it on a disc, so we're able to produce it more readily for a lot less money. I'm here in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. I'd like to show you this gorgeous home. We're here in this gorgeous kitchen with granite countertops. This place has been renovated maybe 10 years ago. Beautiful raised paneled cabinets. We have a family sitting area and also a pizza oven, TV, and this is where all the family gathers for their entertainment, while you can cook and entertain at the same time. Here we are in the dining room, another great place for entertainment. You could bring 30 of your best friends here, lay out a gorgeous meal, a beautiful meal, have the fire going, and just sit and enjoy and relax, drink some wine. Have you ever seen an amazing chandelier like that? I mean, that goes back to probably the late 1800s. Everything in here has been painstakingly picked to go in this room. So here we are in the infamous red room. Red velvet on the walls. Beautiful sitting area. This is where you come after dinner, where you want to have an after dinner drink at the bar or you watch your favorite movie. Welcome to the master bedroom suite. Spacious, beautiful color on the walls, great chandelier, sconces. Everyone needs a closet like this. Walk through the whole length of the room with beautiful view to the backyard. Look at this master bathroom. I mean, this has all just been renovated last year with white Carrara, Italian marble countertops, beautiful cabinetry, a sunken jacuzzi, a shower that people would die for, and why not a little sauna while you're at it. Here on the lower floor, you have a wine cellar, you have a bar, a place for the kids to hang, you have your own separate kitchen. There's another living space in the back where they have a flat screen TV with sofas. And this is sort of, I think, better suited for the kids in the family. From the downstairs, we walk right out to the pool area, and we have all the amenities of outdoor living. A beautiful garden, fish pond, gorgeous pool. We have a cabana, chairs, an outdoor kitchen. What else can anybody really ask for? And this is in Bergen County, New Jersey, Franklin Lakes.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen, all for free. No subscription required.
Our next stop was Morristown, one of New Jersey's most historic towns and site of the Macculloch Hall Historical Museum.
I'm Carrie Fellows. I'm the Executive Director of Macculloch Hall Historical Museum. I want to welcome you, and if you want to come inside, I'll give you a tour. The house was built in 1810 by George Macculloch. He was probably best known as the father of the Morris Canal, a canal that connected Pennsylvania and New Jersey so we could ship coal in. Mr. Macculloch moved to Morristown in the area about 1806. He and his wife came from London. His wife, Louisa, was the founder of the Female Charitable Society, which is one of the oldest continuing charitable societies in the country. In 1819, Mr. Macculloch was influenced by the Academy movement in the early 19th century, and he started a boys' school here. This room is George Macculloch's office. In the 18th and early 19th century, generally gentlemen who were in business didn't maintain an office separate from their home. They maintained an office in their home. And it was common at that time as well for businessmen to meet and enjoy social activities to get to know one another before they engaged in a business. Many of these books are in fact from Mr. Macculloch's personal library. Mr. Macculloch spoke 8 languages, and so some of the books are in Italian, some are in French, some are in German, especially the scientific texts. This is the family dining room. It was really designed to be one of the most impressive rooms in the house because it was a public room. The chandelier is a gasolier. Mr. Todd, who installed all of the chandeliers we have in the museum today, was really very interested in historic chandeliers. This one's from the 1840s. The fireplace is graced with an elaborate brass fender because Mr. Todd was the force motivating behind the building of the Morris Canal. We like to share coal in some of our fireplaces. This is the family drawing room. It was designed to be the most elegant room in the house. The furnishings in this room are about 1810 to 1815. They're designed to impress the height of fashion. The best painting over the over the fireplace is our Charles Willson Peale George Washington, circa 1795, the French harp, and the original music stand, which was, it descended in the Macculloch Miller family. The boys' school, which Mr. Macculloch opened in the 18-teens, had about 10 to 15 young people, as young as 8 or 9 years old up to about 14 or 15 years old. This was part of the original house that was built in the 1760s, and the Maccullochs wrapped the newer federal-style house around it, but the kitchen was retained. They needed a lot of manpower, and Mr. Macculloch had at least 2 male slaves that worked on the property, and at least 2 female slaves who worked in the house, and there were several children born into slavery in the house. And because Mr. Macculloch was British, he freed his slaves around the early 1820s, which was about 20 years before slavery was fully outlawed in New Jersey. This room is the Macculloch's bedchamber, and it's furnished in earlier 18th century antiques. This chamber also overlooks the garden and the rose garden. Mrs. Macculloch was an avid rosarian. She brought at least one of the roses, if not more, from England when they emigrated. This room is known as the Miller bedroom. We call it that because the Macculloch's daughter Mary married Joseph Miller, who was the last Whig senator in New Jersey. He was a U.S. senator. He and Mary spent quite a bit of time in Washington, D.C. when Senate was in session, and their 9 children stayed here with their grandparents in the house. With the 9 grandchildren, plus 10 to 15 boys from the boys' school, plus at least 4 servants and several servants' children. So there were a lot of people in this house. This room is interpreted as the nursery of the children's room, and we have a large collection of toys from the late 19th century up through the early 20th century. Schoenhutz, picture blocks, hobby horse, and some wonderful German dolls. And in the nursery is a collection of children's books from the Macculloch Miller family. When the family in 1949, after 5 generations had lived here, sold the property, W. Parsons Todd, the museum's founder, purchased it. He was a copper mining magnate, and he was a passionate collector of 18th and early 19th century English and American decorative arts. He purchased the property to house his collection and to turn it into a museum to benefit the community. We have, in fact, the largest collection of Thomas Nast's original work in the country, probably in the world. Many of his original paintings, artists' proofs, as well as his, some of his papers and his correspondence. This is the Thomas Nast Gallery. We've dedicated it to the artist so that we can display his works, which he received from Cyril Nast, the artist's youngest son. He was a huge fan of President Grant. He tends to put his heroes, Washington, Lincoln, and Grant, in his work whenever he can. In the late 19th century, the family started to divide the property into lots, and they sold off a number of house lots along what is now Miller Road. Many of those houses were built in the 1870s, 1880s, and so on, and they were for the family's grandchildren. And the entire neighborhood is it's part of Morristown's earliest historic neighborhood designated by the National Register of Historic Places. Morristown's a really neat place to live because it's got so much history, and it goes right up from, starting with the Revolution and George Washington and the Army for 2 winters here, and it goes right through the 19th century with wonderful Victorian history, railroad history, the Morris Canal. There's a lot of culture, there's a lot of community, and a really strong feeling of community in the people who live here.
Just up the road is Morristown National Historical Park, a gem of New Jersey history and site of Washington's headquarters and the historical Ford Mansion.
I'm Jude Pfister, Chief of Cultural Resources here at the Morristown National Historical Park. This museum was built as one of the first standalone museums in the National Park Service in 1937. It was designed by John Russell Pope. Behind me is the Style Gallery, which looks at the domestic side of 18th century life, roughly 1750 to about 1810. In this room, you'll see a variety of items that would have been found in homes similar to the Jacob Ford family. The portrait of George Washington is by Gilbert Stuart. It's the one that's on the $1 bill. Above Washington's right eye, a shadow. That's actually the arm of Mrs. Rufus King. Around the 1920s, 1930s, Rufus King's wife started to bleed through. The pianoforte is believed to have been owned by and used by one of Washington's grandchildren. The Kirkman harpsichord here dates from 1750. Jacob Kirkman was one of the well-known harpsichord builders in England. We are in the rare book and manuscript gallery. The idea behind this space was to be able to showcase our over 300,000 item archival collection. Each cabinet is kind of a vignette or a slice of life from that period of about 1760 to about 1790. We are in the military gallery, about the military portion of life during the Revolution. Two of the things we have in here are the two Georges, George III of Great Britain and George Washington of the colonies and soon to be United States. New Jersey is often referred to as the crossroads of the American Revolution because so much occurred here. Part of this gallery looks at New Jersey during those years of war and how New Jersey fared during that period. We have later 19th century depictions of battles which are often very erroneous. They're the best we have to try to depict what those scenes would have actually been like. Welcome to the Jacob Ford Jr. Mansion, otherwise known as Washington's headquarters here in Morristown, New Jersey. Come on in. The Ford Mansion was built in 1772 by Jacob Ford Jr., his wife Theodosia, and when the house was first constructed, it had 4 generations of the Fords living here. It's a very typical Georgian 4-over-4 with the center hallway. 1779, George Washington decides to make Morristown the site of his winter encampment, and he chooses himself this building, the Ford Mansion, as his winter headquarters. It was Washington's private office when he was here. Mrs. Ford's bedroom was really the only room left to her out of 9,000 square feet. The rest of the house was given over to Washington. The kitchen was the scene of constant activity. The fire literally never went out in that fireplace. Washington's aides-de-camps. These were usually young men who Washington had tremendous trust in. George Washington was here for 6 months. Most of that time Martha was here, as was her custom to be with her husband during the winter encampments. This is their bedroom, and there are a number of items in here that were in residence, if you will, when the Washingtons were here. The aides that were here and other members of the military would try to hold dances, they would try to hold teas, things that would try to provide some semblance of normalcy an extremely bleak winter.
New Jersey is a wonderful place to live. We have proximity to culture, we have beaches, we have mountains, we've got a big section of the Adirondack Trail, and so much history in New Jersey that people don't really think about, that is really unsung. So New Jersey and Morristown in particular, I'm a little biased, is a great place to live.
We'll be back soon with the next episode of Best Places to Live.